Hello friends, welcome back to the lecture series of Customer Analytics. In today's class, we shall try to discuss the different aspects of the customer analytics. Before we start, let me tell you, for any business and organization, the customers are the main lifeblood. The success or the failure of a business enterprise are mostly depending upon the likeness, dislikeness, preference, behavioral aspect of the customer. Therefore, every marketer, business organization should always include the customers as well as their behavioral aspect into their long-term strategy making. So with this note, let us start our today's class. As you see from the slide, there are different sources of customers analytics data, like call center, the different type of mobile apps, the different type of transaction data which the customer has already initiated with the organization. There are different customer transaction history as well as the different parameters of customer demographic data, as well as there are different social media platform like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. From there, we could able to collect our customers or the potential customers data for analyze, so that we could able to conclude what are the likeness, desire, or the want of the customer from our product, and accordingly the value added services we could able to provide. So these are one part of the coin. The another part are that as we are talking about the different data sources through email, direct marketing, or the different type of mobile or web application, there are so many other aspects that needed to be addressed by a true customer analytics software, like the customer lifetime value analysis, the customer social media analytics, the most important as well as one of the research area of modern era is the sentimental analysis, because the transaction, whether the customer will be making the transaction or not, it mostly depend upon their sentiment also. So these things also needed to be thoroughly analyzed, the customer location, and there are so many points. So overall, this customer analytics will try to give a clear, precise idea to the marketers as well as the business organization regarding in which way we should progress in order to getting a close plan, so that our customer will retain with our organization. At the same time, we could able to acquire more customer share in order to be the leader of a business organization. I hope this slide is clear. Move on to the next slide. You see, there are different parameters on which the customer analytic components are depend. Like the first one is the prediction. If the prediction through the different type of time series analysis, different type of regression analysis, and many more. If the prediction will be more correct, in that case, the customer desire, likeness, want, we could able to thoroughly analyze and according to make changes in our business model in order to retain our customer share. The another important aspect of the customer analytics is customer segmentation. As you see from this GIF image, the customer segmentation actually comprise of a different type of segmented data, like the customer age, their gender, their education, their religious, their location. So based upon these different demographic parameter, the customer segmentation can be done. On the basis of that, the customer analytics team could able to address that different categories of product will be absorbed in a particular market or not. If they will be absorbed, in what way? as it is written that understanding and reach the right customer at the right time is the main focus of the customer analytics. Move on to the next one. This one is basically important concept of customer analytics. One is the cross-sell and the second is the upsell. As you are aware of, the cross-sell as well as the upsell, both are the marketing strategies by which the business enterprise usually sell a potential customer whenever he will be purchase a particular product to the relevant other accessories which are actually going to be needed with that particular product. For example, if you purchase a phone, smartphone in that case, the cover or the different type of other accessories like microphone and all this type of thing we could able to promote. So this is a cross sale. And the upsell is basically leading the customer from his budgetary module or budgetary level to slightly a higher level by giving some extra feature or extra value added services into the product. Both the cross-selling as well as upselling marketing strategy will be ultimately helpful for the customer in order for getting analysis or getting satisfied with their product as well as the market. Next topic, which is also important with regard to customer analytics, is the customer lifetime value. As you are aware that the customers are basically segregated of the different level as per their experience, as per their transaction with the company or the business enterprise, their financial capabilities, and if the business organization are going to be shock out this customer lifetime value, they could able to get something like this particular statistics. Like some customers, they used to sell at a less price than the usual because they are non-profitable customer. Some customers are very profitable customers, whereas some are average. And these type of customer lifetime value analysis will be helpful in order to getting a thorough understanding of the customers over the period of time, so that accordingly the business strategies can be formulated as well as initiated in this modern dynamic marketing situations. So let us conclude this slide. The customer prediction, upselling, as well as the cross-selling, customer segmentation, and customer lifetime value analysis are the four important components of the customer analytics. Move on to the next slide. Another two very important as well as significant criteria for customer analytics are: number one, the customer acquisition, means to acquire or to get the new customer, as well as the second one, it is written there at the lower right side part, that is the customer retention, means to always try to keep your existing customer with your organization so that they will be loyal towards your product as well as the business, and they will helpful in order to keeping your market share intact. So the first one, the customer acquisition, is basically a strategy by which the business organization always hunting for getting or exploring the new market in order to acquire the new customer base. But let me tell you, the more you acquire the new customer, there will be a high chance, like this leaky bucket, that many of the customer will be dissatisfied and they will be not making a business with your organization again. So there are different strategies like use the right acquisition channel, do the giveaways, create a high quality content regularly, focus on SEO, that is an important concept, create the optimized landing pages. So these are the different tools by which the customer acquisition can be done. And once the customer will be acquire in your business or they purchase the product from your business, in that case, your next strategy is to customer retention. In this regard, let me tell you that the customer retention is much more important than the customer acquisition, because the statistics says that the customer retention will be always give you more profitable position than the customer acquisition. And what are the retention strategies? The different business organizations are actually using the different type of discounted policies or the different type of coin-based earned policies or different type of value-added services or the extra coupon facility in order to satisfy to some extent to the business enterprise, because the modern marketing concept is to create the value of your product as well as to keep the priorities to the customer, because nowadays the customers are the ultimate decider of your business in this modern competitive world. With this note, let us move forward. There are some customers analytics framework like you should thoroughly understand your customer. As you see this GIF image, know your customer means you should be able to make a close relation with the customer. It's not like you sell a particular product to the customer and you just forget or you are not in touch with the customer. The modern customer analytics strategies are actually initiating you to always keep a close relationship with the customer as well as always try to some extent, spying on the customer through their social media data in order to getting some kind of sentimental related analysis about your customer in order to getting what are the desire, what are the need, want of the customer from your product, what are the value added services that you will be actually going to be introduced into your product in order to getting your leadership of the product in this modern competitive market. So know your customer is the first and the foremost strategies of the customer analytics framework. Move on to the second one. We should collect the relevant data from the different touch points. What are the different touch points? As I already said in my second slide, the different touch points are the website, the emails, the different type of social media platform through which actually we are actually going to be communicated with the customer, as well as try to collect the different data which will be useful for our analytics purpose. And once you collect the data through this different touch point, the next and the important strategy is to define the outcome. So define the outcome is one of the important strategy. That's why the customer analytics are used nowadays by the modern business organization. These defined outcome strategies are always predictive in nature. This prediction may be in terms of regression analysis, time series analysis, maybe sometime non-linear analysis in order to find out what are the outliers in your business, what are the areas where we are actually lacking behind. So accordingly, we should work on those areas in order to having again gaining the customer attention. So these are the strategy which also related to the sentimental analysis. As you see, because the statistics says that satisfy customer will be the ultimate asset of a business. With this note, let us move to the next slide. Yes, that is important. Customer centric and product centric are the two approaches of customer analytics as well as also the product analytics. The product centric approach is slightly older concept where business organization try to focus on the product in order to getting the more values related to the product, in order to getting the diversify feature added with the product, because their main goal is to create the best product. so that the customer will be bound to take those products. But let me tell you, this strategy in modern world may not be feasible. That's why the modern customer-centric strategy, which is just-in-time concept, is to create the best solution for the customer. Means you should customize your product as per customer choice. The second differentiation is that the new product culture is looking the new product to develop, whereas in case of customer culture, we are searching for satisfying the need of the customer in a unique way. Like there are so many other points like reward new product development, whereas we should reward the people with deep insight into the customer. So these are the different aspect of the product centric as well as the customer centric approaches. But in modern dynamic competitive world, the customer centric approaches will be more desirable than product centric approach. If your product having a monopoly, or if you are working in a particular market where there are not too much competitor, in that case you should fascinated for the product centric. Otherwise you have to better shift it to the customer centric approach. I hope this is clear. Move on to the next slide. As we are talking about the customer analytics, there are main advantages of this customer analytics is it will helpful to increase the response rate of the customer towards your website, the customer loyalty through the different type of tools or the customer retention policies can be able to achieve. The return of your investment can be done in a very true sense. So these are the main benefit. It also reduces to your campaigning costs as well as the customer response will be more prominent. Next, it decrease the attrition by acquiring the predictive customer and most likely to be lead. And the last but not the least is that it should deliver the right message by segmenting the customer in a more effective way. The customer analytics as well as the customer segmentation are basically a dual but complementary approaches of each other. So with this note, our small discussion of the customer analytics is complete. I hope it is clear. If you have any queries, you can mail me. Thank you.